Hello, Windsor Nation. Today is May the 14th, and this is episode 9 in the COVID-19 series. Hopefully everyone is doing well as we continue to do battle with the only tool that we have in the toolbox, that is being mitigation. And so as per usual, I looked at the numbers this morning, and it seems that all the hard work with respect to mitigation is starting to pay off. From an epidemiological perspective in Ontario, we are seeing a glimpse of the top of a flattened curve. New cases are on the decline, which is good news indeed. As you know, we are seeing some loosening of the COVID reins. A framework to open the province has been set up by our Premier. These openings of non-essential services will hopefully mean that botched haircuts and bad dye jobs will hopefully be a thing of the past. And selfishly for me, golf courses will be open soon with modifications to resume play. You can anticipate in future seeing waitresses, dentists, and many others all grabbed up in hazmat suits. Yep, it's going to be a different world out there as we move into spring this year, and so this long segue leads into the question of the day, that being, what precautions should I do to protect myself when going in public? Has my risk changed, and can I let my guard down somewhat? To answer these questions, I would turn to science, and I would heed what the experts are saying. Essentially, when it comes to the COVID virus, we can all agree that it is highly contagious. Information on its transmission has changed dramatically over the past few months. With the suggestion of aerosolized transmission, we must be very careful moving forward. I think it was either Sanjay Gupta or Tony Fauci. It really doesn't matter as I'm paraphrasing, but the comment was some time ago, and that being that this virus is growing arms and legs, and it seems to be like hitting a moving target. This comment means to me, we need to exercise caution. Like a big flashing amber light around it, so that we keep this in mind when we consider doing an unnecessary trip to the store. This virus can present in so many different ways, anywhere from a typical cough, runny nose, like any other virus, or we've seen shortness of breathing, chest pain, and now other systemic concerns like blood clots, as well as this new rash. They call it, I think it's chilblains. It mimics other diseases, almost like an autoimmune condition seen in children, like a Kawasaki's type thing. Also keep in mind that those that have tested positive for the virus are asymptomatic about 40% of the time. And speaking of that very uncomfortable nasopharyngeal swab test, a word of caution. There's a significant number of false negatives that occur associated with this test. And so a negative test could confer a false sense of security, but all the while you could be infected or infectious, despite it being negative. So this being said, and in a long and circuitous and convoluted way, to answer the question at hand, and more importantly, to stay well, what's the recipe? It's simple, and it's the same as usual. Keep science in mind, keep the brake pedal down, and continue to exercise mitigation, but please add a large dose of common sense along with that. As things open up provincially, try to go out in non-peak times if you can, curbside pickup as well when available, remain socially distant, and keep that 6-foot radius, wash your hands and all of that, wear the mask when indicated, again, and all of that as well. Look, also, lastly, I get it. As things get a bit closer to our old normal, human nature would be to become complacent. But be careful, the virus is very sneaky. It plays by a different set of rules. So be smart and stay safe out there as we remain in this together.